Gary Kovacic, City Council member of Arcadia, says he has China right in Arcadia because more than half of the population are Chinese and more than 70% of the children in the school district are also Chinese. He recently traveled to China for the very first time. Gary, what's the most impressive thing from your China trip?
Well, I was able to go to Beijing, Nanjing, and Shanghai, and I would have to say that first and foremost, the people, extremely friendly, extremely gracious, extremely accommodating and hospitable. From a modern point of view, the high-speed rails were fantastic. We were able to go from Beijing to Nanjing in little less than 8 hours.
So in 2009 and 2010, the Bloomberg Newsweek named Arcadia as one of the best places to raise your kids. So why is that?
Well, our community is beautiful. It has very nice residential areas, excellent school system. It's safe. We have a wonderful parks and recreation department, so we have a lot of activities, both academic and recreational, for our children. And it's a wonderful place to grow up. I grew up here. I've lived my entire life in Arcadia, but I would have to suspect that it's the safe neighborhoods, the excellent school system, the engaged population, very much willing to volunteer at the schools and around town. So I think it's a town of 57,000 people, but it feels much smaller than that because we have a great sense of community. So I would think all of those would be features that would be attractive to anybody who was looking for a place to live.
So there are many fun facts of Arcadia. The famous U.S. Route 66 passes through Arcadia. The McDonald brothers, who began the McDonald's Burgers restaurant chain, started their first restaurant in Arcadia in 1937. So why Arcadia is unique?
We have a lot of unique features. We have a racetrack, Santa Anita Park, right in the middle of our community. We have an arboretum, the LA County Arboretum, right in the middle of our community. We're nestled up against the foothills. It's a unique area geographically. It's also has a unique history. We were founded by our first mayor, Lucky Baldwin, and he was an interesting character in not only Arcadia history, but California history. We're very excited about that. The first phase of the second phase of the Gold Line is going to go from the East Pasadena station through Arcadia, Monrovia, and Duarte and Azusa, and we're going to have a brand new train station at First and Santa Clara in downtown Arcadia. We think it's going to promote more visitors, more business and transit-oriented facilities, so we're excited about that. And hopefully it will continue to maybe alleviate some of the congestion on our streets, and more people will take it as a mode of transportation. As you may know, the ultimate goal is to have the Gold Line go all the way to the Ontario Airport, and that would be a very important feature in this area. The goal, of course, is to promote mass transit, get more people out of their cars, save energy, and we think it's going to be an asset to our community and our region.
So you have so many Chinese population in your city. So are you working to develop more relationship with China?
Yeah, that's always been my goal, is not only to work on better relationships with the country of China, but also with our residents who are of Chinese ancestry. As far as within our community, we have a number of Chinese booster clubs, the Arcadia Chinese Association, the high school has a Chinese booster club, and I'm very active in those organizations. We try to get them involved in the life of our community. I was very honored to be invited to visit China. I hope to go back. It was a wonderful experience. And it's nice to go to China to learn more about the country of origin for so many of our residents.